Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Couple of things real quick. First of all, need to give an apology and what you can look for if this ever happens again. Yesterday, I did my Facebook Live, but then I forgot to upload it to all the other places that people watch. I'm going to call it brain fog from being sick. That's an excuse. I shouldn't have missed it, but I did. So it's up there today. It's already out there. You can see it if you need to. And then, of course, today's is right now. So the process. I always Facebook Live to Pastor Stitch Facebook page. So if you want to catch it live, that's where it's going to happen. The problem is you got to subscribe to Pastor Stitch Facebook page to get those notifications. Otherwise, you're not going to know when I go live because it's not the same time every day. After I do that, I download that video, upload it to the YouTube channel, and then share it out from there. So if you're catching this someplace other than Pastor Stitch on Facebook and you want to catch it live, you have to subscribe to Pastor Stitch on Facebook. After that, you can catch it on PastorStitch.com. You can catch it on Pastor Stitch YouTube, or you can catch it on Narrow Path Christian Church Facebook page. And sometimes I even share it on my own personal page if you're my friend personally. So that's that for you. I just wanted to put that out there. So this morning, as I was doing my devotion time and reading through the book of Proverbs, there's a verse that comes up on a regular basis when I read through these Proverbs. And I'm reading through Proverbs chapter 5 because it's the 5th of the month, right? And so I think you've caught my routine. Every day I read the chapter of Proverbs that's connected with the date. I will never run out of the wisdom that Solomon put down for us in this. I know that for a fact. And so I'm grateful for that. I read more than that, clearly, but that is part of my routine. And one of the portions that in chapter 5 says, starting in verse 15, drink water from your own cistern, water flowing from your own well. Should your springs flow in the streets, streams of water in the public squares. They should be for you alone and not for you to share with strangers. I've always wondered what the depth of that really could be. And today I read a quote from somebody that kind of stirred a thought for me. That quote says, if you try to find intimacy with another person before achieving a sense of wholeness on your own, all your relationships will become an empty and attempt to complete yourself. And so let me put it this way. When you are looking for completeness and wholeness, and you have a source, and you think that the best way to be complete and whole is to go outside of that source to get more than what you currently have, while leaving the source unattended to flow out to everyone else, all you're going to do is look for the completeness that came from the source from other places. You'll always be incomplete. So what I'm saying, God and God alone is your source. If you allow that fountain to flow into you and you become complete, then and only then will you be able to have an intimacy with others that will be beneficial to you and them. But your completeness doesn't come from other people. It comes from God. And then they add to your lives in greater ways. Much like riding in a pack. If you can't ride well on your own, if you can't hold your line while you're by yourself, do not get in a pack with me, because I have watched too many guys run wide on their lines and take people out. It's a critical. I love the pack ride. I get more enjoyment out of being side by side with a brother than anything else. But I'm here to tell you, if I don't trust that brother, if they are not complete in themselves, it makes for the most scary ride ever. Today, let's start thinking that way. We got to get complete in ourselves, and the only source that will do that is God himself. He is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. We need to remember that. I love you all. I hope you have a great day. God bless.